Skyscrapers, 8-lane expressways, Mars missions, robots assisting human, rockets flying every now and then are some of the extravagant things which comes to our minds naturally when we talk about the development of a country. The Sri Lanka I would like to see in another 5 to 10 years is none of these. In fact, not even close. Majority of the factors I hope Sri Lanka could be is already seen in most of the developed countries, but Sri Lanka as a developing country is still struggling to establish these factors for multiple reasons. Ahead are some of the key factors which in my opinion that I would like to see in a future developed Sri Lanka. We all understood the importance of fast internet when we constantly missed words in our Zoom lectures or when our lecturers' faces got stuck in funny poses for 5 minutes. Sri Lanka was ranked as worst for internet quality amongst 85 other countries, while Singapore tops the list analyzed in 2020. Not only the quality of internet is low, it is also unaffordable by majority of the population. The importance of internet in today's world is massive and in demand. It is one of the key technology in today's era, especially for education during this pandemic. A large number of students face lack of education due to the internet and technology crisis. Indian billionaire Mukesh Ambani was the reason for the vast advancement of internet and technology in India, as he introduced high-speed and affordable internet. Furthermore, he also provided free internet to every citizen for 1 year. Instantaneous and affordable internet allows the access of internet even to rural areas, which shortens the opportunity gap between urban and rural areas. Hence, more people start using sites like YouTube and Google, which is currently the fastest growing market. Tech companies can innovate in e-commerce and financial services. Overall, urbanization increases and grows the economy of the country. Ancient Sri Lanka was well known for its high authentic and rich diversity in crop cultivation and in producing the world's finest spices and tea, which grabbed the eye of several countries. Until now, the name of Sri Lankan tea is engraved in golden letters. But today, a country which used to feed many other nations is pathetically suffering from hunger and scarcity of food. Sri Lankans did not have the need to depend on imported food. Currently, Sri Lanka is facing a huge downfall in agriculture. At the present time, the number of exports are reduced, leaving Sri Lankans to thrive on imports. With the number of agricultural graduates passed out from universities every year and the available natural resources, Sri Lanka should be a country producing its own food and also be able to export it. The agricultural experts should find new methods to increase the harvest. Steps should be taken now so in the future there won't be any scarcity in dairy production. In short, the amount of exports should be more than imports. The development of a country is not only measured by its economy or infrastructures, but also on the quality of life of the citizens. We Sri Lankans have very less opportunities to excel in sports or any other kind of arts. The capable sportsmen and artists don't receive the necessary training or recognition in order to improve themselves. In the future Sri Lanka, I'd like to see many elite level sportsmen and internationally recognized artists produced from here. Every child should be able to obtain the opportunity to get trained in their desired field, and the exposure to different types of sports and arts should be increased. The number of Sri Lankans participating in international level sports events should be encouraged more. The gold and bronze medals won at the Summer Paralympics 2021 is a stepping stone for the future Sri Lankan sportsmen. In the current Sri Lankan parliament, majority of the members are over the age of 60. A healthy parliament should have a balance between youth and elderly, men and women, and members of every religion. This automatically brings a balance between experience and modern innovative ideas. Consideration will be given to the needs of all types of people. Thus, the country will get healthier in terms of peace and unity. This will also lay a strong foundation to the future parliament. The ministry posts should be given to those members who have excelled in those particular fields. The Canadian Parliament implemented this, and it was ranked as the 7th most peaceful country in the world this year. Sri Lanka has a great education system where even the poorest child gets equally standard education as the majority. But there are some things I would like to change as a student of this country. I would expect the future education system to be less stressful and complex. Similarly, when it comes to higher studies, the options are narrowed down since we do not have private medical colleges or facilities to continue further studies after obtaining degrees. Most people spend large amount of money by traveling to other countries in order to resume their studies. Development of the education sector by improving these will bring a great development in the country as it would support the economical growth in Sri Lanka. When we talk about the developed countries, the countries which comes to our minds are Japan, Singapore, USA and so on. The other factor these countries reminds us are discipline and hygiene. Japan has always impressed me with its innovative thinking in maintaining these two factors. For example, the drainages in Japan are so clean they breed koi fish in them. Proper systems should be implemented in public places like bus stands and schools in order to improve discipline and hygiene. A solution should be found in order to stop people from violating social norms in public places. An eco-friendly waste management system should be introduced. These small improvements as a whole will develop the country to a greater extent. In comparison to few other countries, Sri Lanka has a better opportunity to develop further. Sri Lankans have an open mindset and are law-abiding. Also, it is ensured that every child goes to school and receives free education if needed. At the same time, every citizen in the country is involved in maintaining cleanliness. It is because of these values and ethics that we Sri Lankans were able to rise up after the civil war, which left the country in a devastating state. Therefore, I strongly believe that it is possible and we are capable of bringing out these changes and build up the Sri Lanka we hope to see one day very soon.